Hello everyone, and welcome to UFO Evidence. Today, we're blasting off into one of the most compelling topics in the UFO phenomenon: sightings by the very people who have ventured into the final frontier, astronauts. These are highly trained, credible observers whose accounts of strange encounters in space can't be easily dismissed. Are these just tricks of the light, space debris, or could they be evidence of something truly extraordinary? Stick with us as we explore the stories of astronauts who came back with more questions than answers. Let's start with one of the pioneers of space travel, Gordon Cooper. He was one of the original Mercury 7 astronauts and a decorated pilot, but his encounters with unidentified flying objects began even before he joined NASA. In 1951, while flying an F-86 Sabre jet over West Germany, he and other pilots witnessed a formation of metallic, saucer-shaped objects flying at incredible speeds and making maneuvers that no known aircraft could perform. They were silent, and their performance far exceeded anything on Earth. Years later, in 1963, during his final orbit of the Mercury Atlas 9 mission, Cooper reported seeing a greenish, glowing object approaching his capsule. The object was tracked on radar by the Moochia tracking station in Australia, which confirmed its presence. Cooper's testimony was clear, but upon his return to Earth, official reports were altered and he was told not to discuss the incident. Cooper remained adamant about what he saw until his death, believing the governments were covering up evidence of extraterrestrial visitation. He famously stated, "I believe that these extraterrestrial vehicles and their crews are visiting this planet from other planets." Next, we have the incredible story from the Apollo 11 mission, the mission that put the first humans on the moon. While Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's famous steps are what we all remember, there's a lesser-known part of their journey. According to several accounts, including one from Buzz Aldrin himself, the Apollo 11 crew observed an object flying alongside them for a period of time. At first, they thought it might be the SVB, the detached final stage of their rocket. They contacted Mission Control to get its position, but Houston confirmed the SIB was thousands of miles away. So what was it? Aldrin described it as L-shaped and luminous. The crew decided not to report it too emphatically over the open communication channel, fearing ridicule and the potential to be grounded from future missions. The object eventually disappeared. Aldrin later speculated it could have been one of the panels from the spacecraft that had separated, but he has never completely ruled out the possibility that it was something else entirely. The mystery of the Apollo 11 UFO remains a fascinating piece of space history. Another compelling account comes from James McDivitt, the commander of the Gemini 4 mission in 1965. During this mission, his partner Ed White conducted the first American spacewalk. While in orbit, McDivitt saw and photographed an object he couldn't identify. He described it as a cylindrical object with a long arm or antenna-like projection sticking out of it. He quickly took some photos before it vanished. He said, "I was flying with Ed White. He was sleeping at the time, so I don't have a witness. I saw this object out in front of me. It had a very definite shape, a cylindrical object. It was white." Upon his return, the film was analyzed, but the images were inconclusive. Skeptics suggested it was just space debris or a reflection on the window. However, McDivitt, a seasoned test pilot, was certain that what he saw was not any known spacecraft or piece of debris. He maintained his stance for years, stating that it was a genuine, unidentified flying object. He didn't claim it was extraterrestrial, but he was firm that its origin and nature were a complete mystery to him. Let's move on to Russian cosmonauts, who have had their fair share of strange sightings as well. Major General Vladimir Kovalyonok, during his time on the Salyut 6 space station in 1981, witnessed an elliptical object that was flying parallel to the station. He described how it suddenly expanded into a sphere, then into two spheres connected by a line, almost like a dumbbell shape. After that, it became a large cloud of smoke, and then two golden objects flew out of it. He called his crewmate Viktor Savinik to the porthole, and Savinik confirmed the sighting, even managing to capture it with a Polaroid. The object's behavior was unlike anything they had ever seen. Kovalyonok reported it to ground control, but the incident remains unexplained. Then there's the story of Musa Manarov, a cosmonaut who spent a record 541 days in space. During a mission on the Mir space station in 1991, he was filming the docking of a supply capsule. As he watched the capsule approach, he saw something else. A silvery object that looked like it was spinning appeared below the capsule. It seemed to move away from the Mir station. Manarov filmed the object for several minutes until it disappeared. He couldn't explain what it was. It wasn't space junk, as its movement seemed controlled. The footage exists, and it clearly shows an object moving in a way that defies simple explanation. Perhaps one of the most outspoken astronauts on the subject is Dr. Edgar Mitchell, the sixth person to walk on the moon during the Apollo 14 mission. After his time with NASA, Mitchell became a vocal advocate for UFO disclosure. He claimed that he was personally aware of UFO visits to Earth and that the truth has been covered up for decades. Mitchell stated that he had spoken to high-ranking officials in the military and intelligence communities who confirmed that we are not alone. He often cited the famous Roswell incident as a real event involving a crashed extraterrestrial vehicle. According to Mitchell, many insiders know the truth, but a powerful group within the government has kept it secret out of fear of public panic and loss of control. He believed that the technology recovered from these incidents is far beyond our own. While many of Mitchell's claims are based on conversations with others rather than his own direct sightings in space, his position as an Apollo astronaut gives his words significant weight. He spent years trying to bring this information to light, believing humanity had a right to know. These accounts from astronauts and cosmonauts are incredibly significant. These are not casual observers. They are pilots, engineers, and scientists at the peak of their profession, trained to observe and report with precision. The descriptions of objects performing impossible maneuvers, moving at incredible speeds, and displaying intelligent control challenge our understanding of what might be flying around in our skies and in outer space. While skeptics often point to explanations like ice crystals, space debris, lens flare, or even psychological phenomena, due to the stress of spaceflight, the consistency and credibility of these reports are hard to ignore. Many of these sightings were corroborated by radar data or witnessed by multiple crew members. The reluctance of many astronauts to speak openly for fear of professional repercussions also speaks volumes. It suggests that what they saw was truly anomalous and couldn't be easily explained away. So what does this all mean? The testimony of these space explorers adds a powerful layer to the UFO mystery. They have been to the edge of our world and have seen things that defy conventional explanation. Their stories push us to keep asking questions, to keep looking up, and to remain open to the possibility that we are part of a much larger, more mysterious universe than we can currently imagine. What do you think about these astronaut encounters? Are they the ultimate proof we've been looking for? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you found this journey into space fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to UFO Evidence for more deep dives into the unknown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.